Joe! I slid my sunglasses up onto my head, my attention immediately snapping to the back of Ocean Roasters, the quaint local coffee shop in Carmel Cove, where two of my best friends, Addie Williams and her younger sister, Eve, stood at the end of the bar. It was hard to miss Addison Williams. With bright blue hair, an electric smile, and a determination to do good, she was one heck of a woman. The badass to my bombshell. I waved to them. Hey, just going to order. When I'd moved to the seaside town in Northern California 5 years ago, I'd left everything about my famous former life back in Los Angeles. There was no other choice. Hollywood was like a charismatic but abusive ex, one that would tempt and tease and lure me back to it, promising a different ending only to keep on breaking me. I threaded through the late-morning crowd collected in the nostalgic coffee shop, greeting a few of the other locals along the way. The unmistakable scent of fresh ground coffee beans hung in the air like aromatic decor. I knew a good handful of people, but they all knew the redhead at the register. Laurel Ocean, Laurel Downing now, was the 5th generation of Oceans to run the family business, and the walls of Roasters were a patchwork of black and white photos and framed news clippings about the Ocean family legacy, turning the homey atmosphere into a breathing time capsule of Carmel Cove's history. Hey, Joe. Laurel greeted me warmly. Hey there, hot mama. I flashed a smile and rested my elbows on the counter. How's Pearl? Perfect, the new mom beamed. She and her husband, Eli, welcomed their daughter a little over 3 months ago, and they were still in the sleep-deprived, love-drunk state. She is, I agreed, not bothering to stop her as she pulled out her phone to show me the latest picture of the newborn with her tuft of bright red hair. I can't wait to see her again. She's so adorable. No amount of exhaustion could dull the love that shone from her face. We're bringing her to the farmer's market this coming weekend, if you'll be there. The new community center in Carmel was sponsoring the first weekly farmer's market on the boardwalk this Sunday, and I wasn't going to miss it. Yes, I'm already set up to interview a bunch of the local farmers and small businesses for a new piece for the Carmel Post. I shifted my weight, feeling my phone vibrate where I'd tucked it into the waist of my black yoga pants. I reached for it and added, I'm also planning on stocking up on some delicious goodies for my new apartment. My new home, my new start. For the last 5 years, I'd lived in the Bloom's house. It was a nonprofit organization run by Addie and her twin brother Zeke, where women recovering from abuse and addiction could have a safe place to start over. And that was me, child actress turned washed-up Hollywood party girl junkie. Yeah, my story was a giant cliché, but growing up in a world where everyone and everything was fake could really screw with a person, especially a child. I'd played 8-year-old Maggie Coulter on the popular sitcom Family First, but fame wasn't a good foundation to grow up on, and by the time I was 18, I'd put Hollywood's best substance abuse culprits to shame. Bankrupt and almost dead from an overdose, I found the proverbial man behind the curtain and realized that, at the end of the line, the only person I had to live for was myself. Not my so-called friends, not my agents, not my fans, not the media. Just me.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.